If you want to hear about the time that I tried to comb out my locks, then stay tuned for this video because it is quite the story. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to The Real Zedbee. If this is your first time on this channel, my name is Zintle, and on this channel I talk about my lock journey as well as share some tips and tricks on how you can style and maintain your locks from the comfort of your own home. This happened back in varsity, okay? I was at a phase where I was getting like really obsessed and into like natural hair. So I was watching a lot of natural hair videos. Like by natural hair I mean loose natural hair, afros basically. So I was watching a lot of influencers, a lot of YouTubers that had afros, and I would just watch their videos like all day every day, right? And then I got to a point where I was like, I wish I had an afro. But we all know I did not want to cut my hair. So I was like, I wonder if there is a way that I can have an afro but without cutting my locks off, right? So I went on a little bit of a YouTube rabbit hole. I watched many of these videos. Some of them I even watched twice or 3 times because I was really trying to figure out how I could possibly do it myself. So one day I was sitting at Ray's and I was watching one of these videos, and the lady in the video was, I don't know what it was about her, but I think for me it was the final product. Her hair came out literally this big, and it was so fluffy and beautiful, and I was like, oh my goodness, I could have hair like that. I'm sitting on a gold mine. So what she had used was, I think she used some detangling spray, some water, I think, some conditioner. I'm not too sure what she was using at the time, but I'm sure it's some kind of detangling conditioner if it wasn't a detangling spray. And then she used also one of those rat tail combs. So I was like, I have a rat tail comb, but my one was a plastic one. So I was like, okay, and hers was a metal one. So I was like, okay, what else can I use? I looked over at my study desk, and the first thing that caught my attention was a safety pin. So I decided that I was going to use some water because I wasn't really into products back then. So I decided I'm going to use some water and I'm going to use the safety pin, and I don't care how long it takes, but what I know is I am going to have my afro, okay? So I started, let me actually try find. So this is the lock in question. So I went on. I got up to about here. So I undid my lock all the way up until about there, and once I got to about here, I was like, wait, hang on a minute, this hair is not attached to anything. So if I were to continue, it means I would lose all of this hair, because basically it was like I was taking my lock apart basically, because I didn't really know what I was doing, okay? I was just doing it as if I had braids, and what I did is that I made my lock like deform or separate rather. So I separated my lock, and I saw that once I got up here that it was not gonna work. So I was like, oh my gosh, now I have this mess that I have to deal with. So I decided to 2-strand twist my lock back together, and it's been like this ever since. I guess at some point it will become like a lock like this, because you know you can lock your hair doing two-strand twists, but it's been like this for years. It's been more than, like, I can say it's been more than 5 years, almost 6 years, and it's looking like this still, like a two-strand twist. So now, what did I learn from this experience? I learned that some things you should not try at home. Okay, yes, it is possible to comb your locks out, and I've heard quite a few like success stories. It takes a long time. I know the lady that I watched first, I think she took about like 2 or 3 days to do her complete, like, to do all of her locks. So it does take quite a long time to do. So just bear that in mind, and also just try and find maybe a loctician or a hairdresser who is known who is known that they have done this thing and they are able to do this thing and they specialize in this thing. If you really 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 want to turn your locks into a fro, then rather just pay for someone who knows what they're doing, so that you don't end up making a big mess with your hair like I did. Okay, learn from my mistakes. And if you want to see some of my other mistakes that I've made on my lock journey, click on this video right here, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.